Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Man Bites Film. My name is Lewis, and this is my buddy Peach Fuzz over here, and he'll come back into play later on why he's laying there and why, he's part of the set today. The two movies that we're going to be reviewing, well, first of all, let me go back into it. If this is the first time you're tuning into this, basically what we do here on Man Bites Film is we review films that are streaming on Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, or Shudder, of course. And we give you a non-spoiler review that gives you kind of a synopsis and somewhat of a breakdown and similar films to something that you might enjoy. And I try to find films that are kind of out there, kind of obscure, I guess you could say. Sometimes I'll do the major films like I'll do this week, but usually it's because it's a big film and I want to give my 2 cents on it. But I'll always include one film that's kind of out there and kind of weird. So going straight with that, the first one that I want to review is Creep. And that's why Mr. Peach Fuzz is over here with us. Creep is a 2014 film directed by Patrick Brice, and it revolves around the story of a man that is putting a Craigslist ad for a videographer. Why is he placing an ad for a videographer? This is what the whole story is about. He is looking for somebody to record his life from every single aspect of the day, to tell his life, because he is dying of something. And I want to go, this is what he's telling the person, of course. And whether that's true or not, I'll leave that up for you to discover and you to enjoy once you watch this movie. But the whole story unfolds when he hires this person to come and record everything. But what that person, the videographer, doesn't know is that he is the person that's being watched. Every aspect of his life. And this man, this creep, I guess you could say, is so intriguing, and the story that unfolds in this film is so intriguing and so fun and so played with such a sense of humor that if you enjoyed movies like Cabin in the Woods, if you enjoy Shaun of the Dead, if you enjoyed Bill and Tucker, all these guys, all these movies that are hilarious horror films, this will be something right up your alley. I think you'll really enjoy this film. So it's short, hour and 17 minutes, and it goes quick. I mean, you literally 1 second to the next and you're like, whoa, where did the time go? This is a great find. Basically, this character that I have here on my centerpiece is a character that comes out, and his name is Peach Fuzz. The moment that you will know whether you enjoy this film or not is when Peach Fuzz comes out. If you do not like the film by that point, you won't like the rest of it. But that scene, wait for that scene. If you're not enjoying yourself, wait for that scene, because that's where this film goes after this point. And it just takes off with, such greatness. So good. So Creep is the film. I give this a 9 out of 10. I loved this movie. And there's a second part that is also on Netflix as well. So please check both of them out. They're really good. Both of them are really good. Obviously, the first one introduces the character, gives a little bit more. I really like this one, but the second one has really awesome points. Really cool stuff coming out in there. The next film that I want to go into is, of course, everybody knows this. Anybody that watched the Super Bowl has seen the trailer for it and probably watched the movie right after the Super Bowl. And of course, this is Cloverfield Paradox. This is the third film in the franchise. Probably not the best. The second one will always be the best film in this. I don't think they could outdo that. 10 Cloverfield Lane was freaking awesome. This was probably a 10 out of 10 for me. I loved this film. And I didn't like the first one that much. Probably give the first one a 5 out of 10, maybe. I like the premise, just not good delivery. This one follows that trend such a great story, such a great concept. The delivery wasn't there though. Now, a lot of people are giving this movie a lot of crap for no reason. Alright? This is an enjoyable movie. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It's a fun film to watch. Now, do not feed into the hype, both negative and positive. It's not a stupendous film. This is not a film that's going to blow your mind. This is not a film that's going to do anything out of the ordinary. It's a lot of recycled tropes of sci-fi horror, but it's done in a nice, cool package with a very fun ending. And I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I give it probably a 6 out of 10. And the whole story follows the Cloverfield station. And this is a space station that's being run by all the major countries of the world. And the resources are running low. And this is basically our last ditch effort. And because we don't want to do these experiments on Earth, because we don't know what it could do, basically they're using a particle accelerator. And they're trying to create a new energy source. And obviously, since they're experimenting, they want to do it in space. Why not, right? Of course, we're not going to get any bad reactions to that. Says every sci-fi movie ever. So they try to do it, and they fail, and they fail, and then they fail. And then, magically, somebody figures, oh yeah, there is such a thing as humidity, condensation. What? I hate movies that do this. I hate movies that just have like this super expert scientist, yet they're the stupidest idiots in the world. It's like, I thought of that. And I'm not a freaking specialist in any of these things. And it's like, what? What? Why? It's so tropey. It's so, whatever. But you get past that because, yeah, whatever. I want to see crazy monsters. I want to see some crazy scenes. And oh boy, does it deliver. There's some cool scenes that unfold after they finally do discover how to do this. And holy shit, there's some cool stuff. Some scenes inside the walls. Some scenes of, an Evil Dead zombie thing that I will not give away that is just stupendous. It's fun. Don't take it serious. Do not take this film serious. If you do, you won't enjoy it. If you are big into the sci-fi and you want serious sci-fi, this is not the film for you. This is... it's if you enjoyed life, you'll enjoy this. If you enjoyed just fun sci-fi horror, you might enjoy this. I would venture to say maybe Event Horizon. It's less serious than Event Horizon. It's more comedic, at least to me. That's how I perceived it. I went into this expecting a lot, so I got kind of let down and disappointed because I knew this film was coming. I just didn't know when, and when they announced it on the Super Bowl, everybody was like, oh. So I literally, as soon as the Super Bowl was done and they put it up on Netflix, I was like, start, play. I watched it and I was like, that was a waste. Why? Why was I running to watch this? But after a few days and about 2 weeks now, I really did enjoy it. It was a fun time. It's overhyped and it got over presented to us. And because Cloverfield took so long to come out, it's like this got delayed by 6 months, reshoots, and you could tell there's a lot of reshoots. So yeah, it suffered because of that. Now, the one that's coming up now in October, I am super hyped about. I better not get disappointed in this, because after this, that's it. I'm done with this franchise if this is another bomb. So the Cloverfield Paradox, definitely a good film. I enjoyed it. 6 out of 10. That's giving it a little bit of credit, more credit than it's worth. But I enjoyed it, and if you're willing to forget about all the hype and everything else that's going on around it, you'll enjoy this film too. So again, the two films that we reviewed this week, one is Creep. This is a 2014 film with Peach Fuzz here. And the second one is Cloverfield Paradox, the third installment in the Cloverfield trilogy so far. Let's see for more. And of course, my name is Lewis. This is Man Bites Film. This is our YouTube version. Please check us out also on iTunes and Buzzsprout. If you don't have an iPhone or access to an iPhone, you can check us out on Buzzsprout as well. If you don't remember or know how to spell that, you could check out geckofilmproduction.com. The link will be down below as link to everything else, and you can check out our website. We also have featured artists that have awesome stuff to present to you, cosplays, merchandise stuff as well, bands. All this stuff will be on our featured artist page, and these are all local artists to Central Florida area, South Florida area type of thing. And I really want to give my support to them, so I'm putting them down in there so you could discover them. As much as I've enjoyed discovering them, I want everybody else to as well. These two things are local artists, so please check it out and you'll be able to see more stuff of theirs. And, you know, if you want to subscribe, comment, also like us and check us out every week. Every Friday we post a new episode. Every 2 weeks on the podcast comes out for now. And we'll see you guys next week for another episode of Man Bites Film.